Yes. Well, the 2 days of scheduled talks and the negotiations in Geneva have been extended. But on basically, the expected interim agreement was not obtained, and it's quite clear that the French are making the kinds of objections that would make such an agreement impossible. And this is a reflection of the determination on the part of the Israelis and the Saudis, not only to prevent such an agreement, but to take even military action against Iran in order to completely destroy it. The other facet of this is that the wings of the American ruling class itself are using these negotiations as a means of extracting further and further concessions, which would in fact prevent Iran from having even the ability to use nuclear power for its domestic economy, which is, after all, the full intent of the Iranian nuclear program, unrelated to the propaganda that it's designed for producing a nuclear weapon. The base hypocrisy of this, of course, is that the Israelis maintain a vast arsenal of nuclear weapons which they use. And the maintaining of sanctions, which is designed to destroy the Iranian economy, at best would be modestly altered, but not in any significant way. Ultimately, what was being done here is an attempt to engage the Iranian government in a proceeding in which Iran will be weakened and in which Iran will be unable to resist the continued destruction of its economy with the fig leaf of pretension that a modified sanctions program would be granted in the event that Iran begins to accept the monitoring of its nuclear program and the removal of many facets of it. But what we're looking at here is that the intent will be always to increase the demand, and the demands will be increased to the point where nuclear capacity in Iran for its peaceful purposes will be eradicated. That's the ultimately objective, and in a very important sense, it should be understood that even that is used as a means through which to weaken Iran, maintain the sanctions, and prepare for unilateral actions by Israel or Saudi Arabia with tacit agreement from the United States. One reflection of this reality is that in Congress in the United States, large sections of the Congress are preparing to intensify the sanctions no matter what is the outcome of these negotiations and this agreement. And Saudi intelligence chief Prince Bandar bin Sultan has told European diplomats that his government was even considering a major shift away from its alliance with Washington, joining with Israel and preparing for attacks upon Iran. So the stakes are very high here, in which American imperialism is playing with the government of Iran, in my estimation. And these negotiations are not designed to resolve issues, but only to advance the weakening of the government and the economy of Iran through the maintenance of the basic sanctions and the escalation of demands about weakening Iran's capacity to have nuclear power for its own peaceful uses. This is an agreement that is like other imperial agreements. It's the opening door to something that's more serious. I don't have optimistic expectations that there will be a positive result from these undertakings.